Digga 99, Flipmode, Outsiders, tight, down to the yeah, check it. And I say it was tight, cause the sister write rhymes all day and all night. Dwelling south of the Hudson, New Jerusalem, in seclusion, using fake pseudonyms. I'm true bad. Mine travels like a schizo on two tabs with do-rags hanging from my pockets. Me the rap to go back to pediatric. Early lessons, rappers like you was straight festin'. So recognize, I make a nigga eyes come alive off of 525s. Disguise the camouflage. I shoot a virus out my spirals with mad priors for taking mad titles. Wedded in the reservoir, lurking in the bushes, striking blows like Chesimar, codename Hassana. Warming in Obama, hotter than the region of Ghana. Get loot like that Trump Ivana. Now, who be writing rhymes all night?
What's up, everybody? It's Power 105.1's own DJ Ramo here at Powers Industry, home of the new music and entertainment. And I'm here with the legendary, sold over 1 million copies, Rah Digga, Brick City's own. How you doing, bro?
I'm chilling, man. What up with you?
I'm good. I'm just chilling, catching up, see what's going on with you nowadays. 2017, Rah Digga still making moves.
Right.
What we doing?
We in these streets, man. I'm out here trying to save these babies, yo. I'm in the breaks. It's crazy out there. It's definitely a war zone for them, for real. So I put together a program. I teach workshops, hip hop history, hip hop educational music workshops for them, and I get funding from it. I get money from the city. I get federal funding, and I'm just reeling them in off the streets and simultaneously bridging the gap between the old heads and the youngins.
There's always a gap that gets missed and forgotten about. So you're in the middle, just.
But you know what's crazy? People think that the newer generation, like, they're just so disrespectful and don't really care about, the pioneers and stuff perform. What I've learned and just, my experiences of teaching them and dealing with them, they are receptive to learning. They're just, they just haven't been taught. So it's almost like you don't really care about what you don't know about. Right. So we get upset and stuff when we hear the way they refer to certain people and things that came before them, but they just, somebody has to teach it to them.
That's basically the problem, that nobody teaches them, nobody takes the time.
Well, I am.
So you teach them, create the culture.
We try. I mean, some of us are a little more aggressive than others. I know a lot of times it kind of like, spills out in social media as like beef and stuff like that. But I think, if everybody just takes a step back and try to assess, like, how did we get here? It's like, well, we didn't really take the time to, like, pass it on, because adults nowadays, they're different from, like, our parents. Like, the adults now are still kind of kids themselves, so it's like we still doing it, like that generation is still competing, so it's more like a competition more so than a passing on.
That makes a lot of sense.
Passing on.
I see a lot of parents and the dads are still with baggy clothes. And,
it's
and
like,
like, wait a minute, stop.
And when we were younger, it's like our parents, like, they seemed,
booted.
like they were so much older. It's like they were listening to Blue Magic, like they.
Music,
but now I'm in the car with my daughter. We listening to the same music, so it's a little more of a competition nowadays with today's adult. But I think at some point, my generation will realize, like, okay, we can't do this forever. But we also have to, understand that there is a certain passing of the guard that needs to happen. So you can do it, but definitely, you don't want to alienate them. Yeah, you don't want to alienate the next wave of artists.
It's true. How do you feel about the music now? Like,
sucks. No, it don't suck. It does not suck. I do think there isn't enough balance as far as, like, what is considered good music, and
it might be that same subject you're talking about, just education for the kids. They're not understanding, what was back then had a sound and had a message and had some stuff, and then stuff now is just catchy hooks and a beat, and that's it. And
not for nothing, because I don't want to hear everybody preaching on a record. Like, I do, like, I'll smack the shit out of you hip hop. Like, I so love that kind of hip hop too. But I definitely think there isn't enough variety, I guess, on the main stage, if you will, or that's getting. Yeah, I'm saying it on radio.
Sorry,
there isn't enough. I mean, but there's so many layers because it's, you know, aside from radio, it's also labels. Like there was a time when labels were actually looking to, you know, to the diamonds and the roughs and cultivating artists, and there were actual artist development budgets, but now it's almost like, okay, if this works, we have to do everything in our power to clone that, and you know, and it just becomes like 1,000,001. That's why it's okay for everybody to sound like Future, and it's okay for everybody to sound like Lil Wayne. Where in my era it was like, nope, somebody did that already. We gotta come up with the next thing. So it's just different all around.
I think it's what you said. The labels, they don't want to put out the budgets no more. They just want something that's instant. It's made. It sounds okay. It sounds like what's out already.
Right.
Let's put a little money behind it. Take what we can and let it go. And they don't really plan on keeping artists. Like that's my opinion.
Yeah, it's like that first week. Oh, it works, or it don't work, and
we'll get somebody next. Let's try somebody else on YouTube.
Yep.
And that's the culture right now. That's hip hop. But we'll see how it works out. You think you're gonna put out a lot more music in the future? What's Rah Digga doing now?
I think I'm just kind of going as the wind blows. I'm always like listening.
You want it to be organic, like
listening to yeah, cause I still write, and I still do things and leak things on like SoundCloud, and I still collaborate. I collaborate with a lot of new artists. Like I'm always the first person that did a song with somebody, and then they blow up years later, and it's like, yo, I caught them when they were, you know, still in the basement. Like
I remember those eras. I don't know if I could throw back, but like I remember Eminem being in the streets of Newark, running around with you guys and Outsiders and all that other stuff. Like, so you've always been around talent. Like
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just know. I'm not doing anything, you know, special to find it. Like I'm just listening for bars. I'm listening for intelligence. It's like you can tell when somebody's intelligent and they're just kind of making music that they think is gonna hit, but in real life, you know, they got something special in them. Like I hear that like instantly with rappers. I definitely can tell. What I can't tell, like sometimes with records, I hear them. There could be a record that I absolutely hate the first time I hear it, but then if you listen to it on the radio so much, like that is my joint. But then on the flip side of that, there'll be a song that I love, but then I hear it on the radio so much that I actually hate it. So like I can't really determine like I don't have that ear to listen to a record and be like, oh, I know that's a hit. Yeah. But I definitely know somebody who's gonna be around, you know, 10 years, 15 years from now.
Consistent with it,
right?
That's it. And
right.
Keep putting out good quality. I think radio's the gift and the curse. Like radio's cool, but then it just burns out the song, and then you're tired of hearing it, and then it just goes away. And I
don't know how it got like that, because once upon a time, you know, the DJs was out here like, yo, I heard this first, whoop-de-whoop, and now I hear so many, I guess with like YouTube and all of these like platforms to put their stuff out now, it's almost like radio is late. It's like by the time it actually pops, it done been on the internet for a year. So it's, I don't know, it's just crazy how like, you know, music is progressing or regressing depending on how you feeling.
It is. It's so different right now, right? I don't know.
It's different.
Even but like the sales of music, the business of music is totally different too. Like you're not even selling vinyl or cassettes or anything. Like it's all online now, so it's like a whole different platform now. So I think the money now really is in touring. Well, especially for artists like me. Like I've officially crossed that threshold where like I can do the old school tours, even though I'm not like technically old school. But I remember being young and saying to myself like, damn, I wish I could be Slick Rick and just live forever doing la-di-da-di. But now I'm at the point like, you know what? I could live forever performing tight and you know, partying full. So it's, you know, I'm at that point now, but I do still release, you know, music independently. So the heads, you know, hear it like, oh, that's my joint. So will there be more Flipmode tours out there? Think?
Well, funny you should mention that. We actually 2018 It's our 20th anniversary. So.
Ah, it's been 20 years.
You never know. Could be a reunion, album, tour, something.
What do you miss about the tours?
Tis the season. What I miss about the tours.
Not knowing what was gonna happen.
Well, touring with them, I was always lonely because they were just like off on their own doing their like boy bandit thing. I was in the room playing PlayStation. I took my PlayStation on the road with me everywhere. So most of the time I was in the room trying to like, you know, try like, you know, trying to
boys be boys.
Put together something with my, you know, some type of electronics. So I was like one of them Dexter's. Well, I am actually, not was, but I'm one of them type people. Like I'm always like hooking stuff up to the TV and trying to like turn something into a studio or. So.
Any crazy moments you remember from the tours that you want to share with everybody that nobody knows about? Any craziness?
Well. Oh man, let me get it. All right, the first day of the first tour I ever did with them, Smoking Grooves, and this was like, I want to say this was like '98. So after the show is over, I can't find anybody. I'm like, where is everybody? Like, I'm just lost, alone. I don't know where, like, the staff, like, everybody is gone. It's like they just all got on a bus and left me. So my lonely old self says, you know what? I'm about to just go back in the dressing room and see what's on the little catering table. And I open the door and it's dark. And as I'm getting ready to turn on the light, I just hear everybody yell, "No!" So I turned on the light, and everybody was just like in this compromising position. So they're yelling "No!" and then they scare me, and I'm like, "Ah, no!" And I just cut the light off, and I just marched off in disgust. Now I can't confirm or deny who was in there.
Right. We don't have to put the names out there.
But there was just a lot going on, and I wasn't prepared.
You wasn't prepared. lot of female groupies on them tours for the Flipmode stuff. And then, did you have male groupies?
I didn't really. No, I don't think I didn't. You know what? If I did, I was so like not paying them any attention. Like I was so. If it was, it went over my head because I was straight back to the tour bus. Straight back to the room. The security loved me. They're like, to this day, all my security like, yo, you are the best artist ever. I don't go to the after party. I don't want to go to the club. I don't want to go to the strip club. I want to get my bag, go back to the room, play some video games, eat food, go to sleep. We out.
Crazy. You have any advice for any other female artists coming up right now? They make sure follow your methods. Stay focused.
To female artists, I would definitely say stay focused, especially because like it's real easy to tarnish your reputation in this business, and you don't want to make the mistake of blackballing yourself by sleeping around. So. And people don't realize that happens to a lot of females. Like, there's females that you're like, damn, she had that song, that joint was so dope. Whatever happened to that person? A lot of times they just slept with the wrong one. So definitely want to be mindful of that. The boyfriend manager thing does not work. It does not work. Everybody has tried it at some point. It does not work. Keep your business and your relationship separate, and I think you'll be Gucci. And you gotta have that person with you that like just understands that. Like as soon as he gets mad or jealous and can't understand why you gotta move like that, he's not the guy for you.
That's crazy. It's true though.
It's the realest shit I ever.
I remember I got fired from a company because I tried to get my girlfriend to work with me. We both get fired together because it just didn't work. Chemistry just doesn't work. It just doesn't
work. You're never gonna be the same person in the workspace that you are in your personal space. And when you try to combine the two, it's just way too awkward.
I want to know, do you have any any stories from when you worked with Beyonce in the movie Carmen? Any other stories from that? Were you close with her? Or was it like you were coming and she wasn't there?
Because we actually lived together. We were all living at the La Park Hotel when we were making that, and she was right next door to me. Like, I hung more with Joy Bryant, but Beyonce You know, she was next door to me, but she was still a teenager. I think she was still. I think she might have turned 19.
Okay.
While we were making that, but her parents was all right. I remember one time me and Joy was in the room getting lit, like we was making some Bailey's milkshake, we smoking, like yeah, and then we see her like, yeah, what's up? You want to join us? She looking like, no, and then I look and like her mother and father was behind. I'm like, oh, and I'm just yelling, hey, want to smoke? Hey, Mr. No! Hey, you try to hit this one? Oh, right, you're a kid. That's right. But nah, she's cool. I'm gonna say she's a lot more gully than the Miss America beauty wave that she gives us. She's definitely, sweet girl, sweet girl.
I think she just got a good upbringing, you know.
Yeah, no, that definitely come from good stock.
So Larry, Flipmode reunion, when is it coming? 2018, you think?
Possibly. Maybe, possibly.
Any more movies?
You know what? I'm into series now. I think I might jump in a series.
I think that would work.
I would love to be in Walking Dead. I'm a real zombie apocalypse enthusiast. I got like a zombie survival kit in my car right now. Like I'm not playing. Like people, my friends, they like, yo, if some shit like that ever happens in real life, we coming to your house. I'm ready. I'm woke. Bricks. Look, I'm woke. Right.
She's from the bricks. She's ready.
That's right.
No, let everybody know your Instagram is
okay.
Snapchat.
The Real Rah. You know what?
You're not on it.
I keep trying. I can't maneuver Snapchat. I'm trying not to be like that old head that can't keep up, but I'm just not there with Snapchat. I love the gram though. I'm on Instagram, The Real Rah Digga. On the gram, The Real Rah Digga. On Twitter, Facebook, Rah Digga Music, and The Real Rah Digga, and also SoundCloud. Follow my SoundCloud.
I'll put up music up
I'm
there.
kind of lit.
Rob, would you want to spit some bars? You know?
Why would not?
Yeah, let's do that.
That's what we do.
Yes, let's do it.
Set you free, nigga, the truth. Every time I step in the booth, I speak the truth. Y'all know what I'm bringing to you. I bring the truth. Motherfuckers know who I be. I be the truth. When I speak, set you free, nigga, the truth. Nigga, the truth.
What's the deal? It's your boy, I bet, man, what he said. You know where I'm at. You know what it is, man. Harlem dude with that Brooklyn bounce, man. Powers Industry, New York's #1 hip-hop and R&B showcase. I'm in the building right now with a legend. I don't even have to wonder if she has bars. See, normally you'll hear me say, yo, boom, 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 but I don't even got to wonder that. So you know what? Rock, can you do me a favor and just kill us with that Jersey flow?
I sure will.
All right, that's what it is.
Let's go. Digga, digga. Huh. Yeah. Yeah. Check it out now. I'm so Jersey with mine. I'ma say it again. Watch haters hate. Start weighing in. They smart remarks. I'm Marcus Garth. I'm dude from Roots. I bear the scars. I'm Ricky Ross. I'm my own boss. No losses here. Just took time off. I spit them bars. I play my cards. It's a different world. I weigh my odds. They too damn soft. I'm too damn hard. They romance rap. I feather and tar. I'm M. I'm J. Rock him my law. Y'all petite breed. I pit bull more. Fuck them all 2 times. They get out of line. Wanna hear real bitch spit some real rhymes. That project heat. That dirty kind. I'm nasty Nas. This world is mine.
Woohoo! That's crazy right there. What I told you, man. Powers Industry. We get the exclusive thing. I'm out. I can't even talk.